What's up, kids? Welcome back to the channel and another episode of The 10. My name is Max Edison. As always, with me is Mr. Arthur Dexter Bradley.
What's up, kids?
All right, well, tonight we're going to start humming a song from 1962. That's right, guys. Tonight we are doing the top songs of 1962. There's not much to say about it. You're going to see this is a pretty good year.
It's a pretty good, it's a
pretty good year, kids.
It hits the ground running, you'll find out soon enough.
Sure it does. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. The top 10 songs of 1962. All right, here we go. The journey begins with number 10, and that's going to be You Really Got a Hold on Me by Smokey Robinson and the Miracles.
That's right,
or
man.
just the Miracles.
I'm not sure how that's parsed out.
Okay, we're going back to the time where they sang about love, kids.
Yeah.
I mean, about peace and love. Yeah. About, like, just nice...
Just young
thing,
love.
You know?
Just innocent love.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, we could use a little bit more of that today.
Absolutely.
I think we could.
Couldn't we?
Yeah.
You really got a hold on me.
You really got
That's just what he's telling her.
hold on me.
Listen.
Yeah, this man's in a predicament here.
He doesn't like her.
Yeah, and which brings you to my favorite line, which is the very first line. Right out the gate, I don't like you, but I love you. And that is a very bad predicament to be in.
Yeah.
And he's in a fix the whole song.
He's in a fix.
He's letting you know that he's like, I don't want to kiss you, but I need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, well, I'll just jump into my favorite line, which is, I love you, but all I want you to do is just hold me.
That's it. It's so
Hold
innocent.
me.
It's so
hold me.
And isn't that what it's all about? I just want to hold your hand.
And that piano riff, man. That's
the piano riff
makes it or breaks
sick.
it. And I say it makes it.
Brings it right into, opens up with it, brings it right into, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And you
check that one out, kids.
And you got incredible vocals.
I mean, come on. They're just
Seriously.
honey.
Exactly.
They're beautiful. Yeah.
Smooth as silk.
That's
guys, that was number 10.
Yes, it was.
That was The Miracles, Smokey Robinson, The Miracles, with You Really Got a Hold on Me. All right, moving on to number 9.
Number 9.
We'll just tell you, we have the Brother Solomon Burke.
Brother Burke.
That's right. Giving you Cry to Me.
Oh, man. And
I mean...
talk about a man that means it.
I mean, he means it, all right?
He
so
sure does.
basically what you have here is he's telling this young lady
Little Miss Thang.
that maybe her man is away. And
if you're feeling a little bit lonely...
he's got feelings for her, so he's like, you can cry to me. So I get the sense that she's not happy.
Yeah,
I
when
think
you're
that he knows
all
that
alone,
she's not
and
happy.
left your ass, guess
and come on, cry to me. You know,
come on, come on.
That's right.
Everyone's coming.
I mean, you hear it in his voice. It's the soul. It's his heart. I mean,
yeah, let's go. What's your favorite line?
Well, nothing can be sadder than a glass of wine alone.
Yeah, that's mine too.
Yeah,
that's it.
Killer groove. The musicians are on point.
Oh,
everybody's
right when it kicks in.
Yeah.
You're here. You're ready for it.
Yeah, it just goes, man.
Yeah, it does.
There's not much more to be said about that other than you
in the
need to check it
words
out.
of Don Cornelius. It's got a great beat. It's easy to dance to.
It's easy to dance to. And that is Solomon Burke coming in at number 9 with Cry to Me. All right, guys, here we are at number 8.
8.
And number 8 is one of the greatest vocals that has ever graced the face of the earth.
Talk about a honey voice.
I'm talking about the late, great, at number 8, Mr. Sam Cooke.
That's right.
With Twistin' the Night Away.
What a party song.
It's a beautiful song of inclusion. You know, like everybody's invited to this party.
Even...
you know, I mean, like we can get to our favorite lines to
get to it,
you know.
feeding you.
I mean, here's a guy in evening clothes. How he got here, no one knows. But man, you ought to see him go. He's just twisting the night away. I tell you what, though, he was dancing with them chicken slacks.
Yeah.
All right, and she was moving up and back. Man, there ain't nothing like twisting the night away. It's just fun.
It's fun. It's just
fun
party. What an innocent, nice, fun party atmosphere you got going there. Everybody's twisting.
Twisting to the rock and roll.
Everybody's feeling great. And you know what I love? Let's call this my favorite line. I love him. He just calls out dance moves.
He's like, it's like the first break. He's like, let's twist a while, lean up,
yeah,
and then lean back.
You're barking orders at me.
We got Watusi, the fly, in the swim,
in the twist.
It's the late great Sam Cooke, man. One of the greatest vocalists of all time.
Ever to ever live.
Period.
Yep.
I adore the man. I do too.
Watusi,
so lean up.
Let me tell you something you guys may not know. This man has some rhythm. I mean, he can Watusi, he can swim.
I did the mashed potato.
He'll do dances from the 30s.
A voice of, well, an angel. Mr. Sam Cooke coming in at number 8 with Twistin' the Night Away. All right, moving on. Number 7. Okay, well, number 7 gives us the king.
The king.
The king.
Elvis.
As in the coolest mother to ever walk on the planet. The guy was suave. I mean, he had the looks, jet black hair,
Beautiful
slick
hair,
back, and a voice that was so silk.
Oh.
It could melt anything. And then he could also be rock and roll. He could scream, he could holler, he could do
But
all.
The silk is what we're talking about in this song.
We are.
The silk.
You know, and the song itself is gorgeous. One of the greatest love songs ever written. Elvis Presley coming in with Can't Help Falling in Love.
Elvis Aaron Presley.
Elvis Aaron Presley, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
This is a song that if you play it to your significant other and they don't promptly go to bed with you,
That's right.
I just don't believe that.
You're in the wrong relationship.
You're in the wrong. Yes, that's right. That's right. You got a dud.
Got a dud. Shit. This song obviously is about a man who is deeply in love.
Yeah.
And he's convinced. I think the word is convinced. He's convinced that they belong together. It's a beautiful, touching, wonderful song. And worthy of this list for sure.
Absolutely.
It's the king. So let's talk about favorite line.
Take my hand. Take my whole life too. That tells you everything you need to know about what he's talking about.
There you go.
Right there.
Take my whole life too. That's the kind of love.
I'm yours, man.
That's the kind of love you dream of, right there. The kind of love you want.
That's right. How about you, man?
Mine, you know, is because it's delivered matter of factly, and it goes to what we just said about how this is the love you dream of, and how he believes that this is it. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling. As so it goes. Some things are meant to be.
And that actually jumps right into mine. So it's like really a whole run.
Yes,
that's just
that right there. Yeah, it's a beautiful love. It's Elvis.
It's freaking Elvis. If you
Elvis.
don't know, you better
Elvis.
ask somebody.
Keep that paper.
Ask your grandma.
Yeah, she knows Elvis.
She
Well,
knows.
Actually, your grandma probably doesn't.
Ask your grandma.
Ask your great grandmother.
Let's ask somebody.
You know who Elvis is. He's the
Elvis
king
is
of
the
rock
king
and roll.
for a reason.
Yes.
For a very, very good
Indeed.
reason.
Just looks, vocals.
He had it all.
Talent.
People say he got it all.
move.
The man had it all.
I mean, he did.
I mean,
do it
he
all.
could move so well that they wouldn't show the bottom half of him on TV.
Let him have a little. He was giving a little bit of the business
You get
down
girls
there, and
pregnant
the girls were. You watched him. You got pregnant. What can I say? That's Elvis Presley in a nutshell for you.
Yeah.
That's rock and roll.
The king of rock and roll.
The king of rock and roll.
Showing his softer side.
Showing his softer side. All right, moving on to number 6. All right, this is one of our favorites.
It's one of the best kept secrets in town. I mean,
This dude is the real deal. This is one of the most beautiful songs ever. One of the most passionate. Like we said, we keep saying they mean it.
This man.
And again, back to the time of love, of songs about love, and
Simple.
and it's simple and beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And here it is. This is Arthur Alexander with "Where Have You Been All My Life." Beautiful.
I can just let me start with a little anecdote. I was turned on to Arthur Alexander through the Beatles.
Yes.
With Anna Go to Him.
Go to Him.
I'm like, this is a great song. And then I noticed most songs say Lennon McCartney. This one didn't. So then down the rabbit hole I went. And Arthur Alexander did not disappoint.
Never.
Holy moly, man.
He's got a lot of hits. This one is my favorite.
Me too.
From him.
Without a doubt.
There's just so much passion in his vocals, and so the music is beautiful. I really, out of most, I really want to.
so
I
perfectly.
wish so badly I could play it for you.
I know.
Because I would just get
You're going to love it.
You really
You're
are.
Gonna
You
love
gotta check it out.
Yeah.
Now, something to be said about this one though. We always do a playlist whenever we do anything on music. We do a playlist that we put in the description. This one won't be on that playlist because the platform, for some reason, took it off.
Our corporate overlords.
What the hell? I don't know where it went, but it's gone. But we got the video link right down there. Yeah, and check it out. I mean, let's talk about favorite line.
It's weird with a song like this because there's not like to me.
Yeah, this is what I call very black and white writing,
Yes.
meaning very straight to the point. You know, there's not a gray area. There's not a lot of room for personal interpretation.
So with that said, my favorite line isn't because it's such a witty line or anything, but I just like when he just repeats, "Where have you been?" If you heard the song, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Where have you been?
Oh, it really kicks in. There's a moment where it brings up, and that's when it goes into the chorus. You know, where have you been? Where you been?
It's just greatness, man.
I've been feeling blue.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, and mine is kind of piggyback off this.
I know what it is.
Mine is there's a point in the song where he is. Where you been? Where you been? And it cuts into a piano.
Piano thing. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Arthur Alexander.
Arthur, we love you.
Yes. I want everyone to know you. You need your just desserts, man.
Yes.
Everybody needs to know Arthur Alexander. He's an unsung hero of popular music. He really is.
He really is. And this song is fantastic.
And it's everything you need to know about the man.
It is. This is love.
Yep.
It's love, baby.
Where you been?
And all you need is love. Arthur Alexander coming in at number 6 with Where Have You Been? All
My Life.
All right, here we go to number 5. He's a Rebel from the Crystals.
Yep.
All right, one of my all-time favorite songs. Absolutely adore it. But it was actually Darlene Love who sang the song with the group The Blossoms. And then Phil Spector credited it to the Crystals.
Because Phil Spector did whatever Phil Spector wanted to do.
That's right. And and of course the Crystals were upset because Barbara Alston couldn't sing the song. And then later, of course, it didn't matter because you got Dolores Lala Brooks to be Dolores Lala Brooks.
The Dolores Lala.
So then he kissed me. That's Dolores Lala Brooks. You know, c'est magnifique. But I digress. Now, with that being said, we can get into it.
Well, here's what needs to be said at the top for me. And if you don't know this, now you will. 60s girl groups are pretty much my favorite thing on earth.
They're amazing.
My man Max is in the same boat with me.
Love them.
So this is
absolutely
this is singing to me.
I mean, you just have great musicianship, great
Yes.
songwriting, and great vocal talent, like true vocal talent.
And you know what? Credit to Phil Spector, great production as well.
Crazy as a
Crazy
rat he is, but back then he was still
he
able to do
some
things in the studio, and he gave us this. And
there may be a gun to your head, but you know, look at the end result.
I think. So he's a rebel. So what do we have here? So basically here you have a young lady who's fallen in with someone who goes against the grain, if you will, who pushes back, not afraid to do so.
Yeah.
And she just falls for him, and she loves that about him.
He's a good guy.
It's great. And this would have been something that maybe the parents in 1962 weren't thrilled to hear.
Nope.
It'll sound very tame to you, but this is more rebellion coming out. This is rock and roll. This is rock and roll still.
A thing that may be a little more universal is basically she's saying, I don't care if you like my choices.
Yeah.
I do.
It's me.
That's right.
You know, this is
everybody can get behind that.
And of course you can. Great vocal talent. Darlene Love is a great vocal talent. You know, my favorite Crystals lineup was with Dolores Lala Brooks, but Darlene Love is amazing. You'll know her from a lot.
Darlene Love, man.
Love her. Now, favorite line.
So my favorite line is, just because he doesn't do what everybody else does, that's no reason why I can't give him all my love.
Exactly.
Come on.
It's perfect.
That's what this
love,
that's what the song's
love is
saying.
blind.
Yeah.
Love is blind. Going into my favorite line, and she just has this spunk and energy about her, the way she's proclaiming this. I mean, she's literally declaring it, really. And she says, if you don't like him that way, you won't like me after today.
I mean,
that is...
No, that's her, like, I'll fight you.
Yeah, that's what every man wants right there. Yeah. Like, every man wants... That's my girl.
That's her version of, if you don't like the Talking Heads,
we don't like you. Yeah, that's her. That's a similar concept. You can plug in Dylan, Beatles, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's letting you know that that's her man.
Yeah.
She's going to stand by his side.
Oh, you ain't going to like me after today. I'm going to tell you something.
It's just right.
Yeah.
Exactly. My baby's the one who always tries things they've never done. That's a paraphrase there.
I know. I'm singing it in my head right now.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's brilliant, man.
And that is He's a Rebel from the Crystals at number 5. All right, we made it to number 4. And this is one of the most passionate, one of the most soulful, one of the most meaningful songs ever written, ever performed.
By
one of the greatest talents
ever live.
And that is Otis Redding with These Arms of Mine. Good God, people.
Yeah, man.
Romance, all right?
And talk about a man who means it.
I mean,
Woo! Boy, you can hardly listen to that song without feeling like you're intruding in a private moment or something.
exactly. That's a very good point, because it's not the kind of passion that's chaotic and you have to get it out. No, he's very matter of fact, very just telling you straightforward, coming from his heart, like
Yeah.
almost in tears. I need your loving arms to hold me
and to
tight.
listen to him just
Yeah. Oh my God.
you can hear his heart.
Yeah,
Man,
You
that's
can hear.
it.
You can hear his heart. That is what you can take from this
Yeah.
song. And Gone Too Soon.
Gone Too
He's
Soon.
one that a plane crash. Yeah, took
Yeah.
Otis Redding right as Dock of the Bay was becoming
Yeah.
huge. That's a
Which I feel like a lot of people know Otis Redding from Dock of the Bay.
Yeah.
And if that's the case for you, that's okay.
Yeah.
But dig deeper. I urge you to dig
yes.
deeper.
His
Yeah.
catalog is short,
But
but stacked.
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
from beginning to end. And this is no exception. Favorite line? Well, for me, it's, and if you would let these loving arms hold you, oh, how grateful I would be. Because it's just so innocent. That's
Grateful.
the truth. I'll be grateful. You're not taking somebody for granted that you're grateful.
Yeah.
All right?
Ditto,
You're
by
not.
the way, because that's mine too. I
You're
mean,
not.
what's better than
It
that?
is the perfect line in
It's a
almost
damn
perfect
near
song.
perfect song. Isn't
Almost
it?
perfect
Yeah.
song.
I almost wish
And-
that, you know how it fades out at the end?
Yeah.
Don't fade.
Yeah,
man. He's
he's going at it there at
going
the
for it.
end.
Yeah.
It's a love song, guys. That's your running theme of this day.
Yeah, it's a simpler time.
You just love,
Yeah.
man, love, and that's what music was. So there you go. Coming in at number 4, the Otis Redding with These Arms of Mine. All right, coming in at number 3. This is one of the most unique vocalists of all time in rock and roll history, in history period.
Yep.
Also, one of the most unique looks. I mean, we joke a lot. Dude came out of the womb looking 50 years old,
Just
with a big old sort of pompadour and wearing
black.
glasses.
It couldn't be blacker.
No.
To quote Spinal Tap,
That's
none
right.
more black.
Not
than
more
his
black.
hair.
This,
We love Roy Orbison.
we do.
We love Roy Orbison.
and that's who we're talking about, Roy Orbison. And this is Crying.
Which, if you don't know, whew, this is a
Heart-wrenching.
God bless.
Heart-wrenching.
And the man sings the ever-loving
Yes,
crap
he
out of it.
does. This is a very relatable song. It's just about running into one of your old flames, somebody that you knew, but you still had
Yeah.
tremendous feelings for, but it's over. And, that's what he's going through, which I'm going to lead into your favorite line, because I know this will tie into what I'm talking about here.
So though you wished me well, you couldn't tell that I've been crying over you. He doesn't want her to know.
Yeah.
But he is.
But he's distraught.
He's destroyed.
He's absolutely distraught.
Yeah.
You really have to hear his vocals to understand
You really do. I mean, that's a
just how powerful
big part of the equation.
the song is.
It
and-
builds and builds
Yes.
and builds.
And how powerful my favorite line is, because he's basically screaming at this point. He's saying, but you don't love me, so I'll always be crying over you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's
good.
real falsetto that he uses better than anybody else.
Oh,
There's tremolo in
murders
his
it.
voice, there's vibrato in his voice. It's just unique.
He sounds like freaking Pavarotti at times, or something like that.
Yeah,
you know?
like
He's
he
just
really
soaring.
just belts,
Yeah.
and he just kills himself at the end as he's screaming using falsetto and then going into just belting it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
It's beautiful.
Dark sunglasses, dark hair. I mean, what else is? I don't know.
It's so many hits,
Yeah.
over the years. Just a legend.
He's a
rock and roll
legend. And it's one of those that, like, ask another rock and roll legend about him.
Yeah,
They'll tell you.
Yeah,
I feel like he's a musician's musician.
he's very special. He's a very special person, and this song is just, like I said, heart-wrenching.
If
And
you want a
can feel
good
it.
cry.
You can feel it in it. Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel it in the music and in the vocals.
Yes.
It's
And he's a
brilliant.
songwriter. I don't know if we mentioned that.
Yeah, he's a songwriter.
So that's
yeah.
awesome.
Roy Orbison is definitely a songwriter.
Yeah.
And there you go. Roy Orbison coming
Roy.
in at number 3 with Crying. So it's a beautiful love song,
Yes, it is.
and nobody does it better than Sam Cooke.
And I love this song. I mean, I really genuinely love this
I cherish
song.
it.
Yeah.
I cherish it.
Like this, there you go. I cherish it.
Sam Cooke, Bring It On Home to Me, coming in at number 2. And here we are, yet again at number 1. As I've said before, on top 10 lists that have to do with music, it's a good bet that you're going to see a lot of the Beatles. And you're going to see them at the top quite a bit because it's where they belong.
It's where they belong.
And this is no exception. Coming in at number 1 is the Beatles with Love Me Do, out of 1962.
Burst onto the scene.
Yeah.
I mean, exploded onto the
Released
scene.
in UK. The Beatles explode in the US 2 years later in 64, but this was being made in 62. And it was released in 62. You get your hands on it, and you know there were some of our fellow countrymen and women across the pond ringing back over to this. I just heard this band. You're not going to believe it.
Yeah.
Because even though it's a very simple song, you can tell there's something different about it.
Yes. Isn't that a
There's
fact?
something different there. There's something there.
And this is probably a question that's been asked for 60 years now. It's hard to even say what that. It's a they
you
got
can't,
it.
Yeah,
They got it.
You know, it comes back to, for lack of a better word, the it factor.
Yeah.
And the recording and the quality of the recording,
George
Martin,
Yep.
is a part of it for sure. But it's also just you see the spark that's there. You see
harmonies.
what's about to come. John and Paul harmonizing.
The
harmonica is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
That's my favorite part.
You know, you get the tambourine like clacking there and that quick. Everybody knows that. You know, I'm going to my favorite line because it's also, you know, you get your first glimpse at the Beatles. You get the first glimpse at John. You know, if you didn't know them or you hadn't been at the Cabin Club or you weren't in Hamburg,
You probably didn't know.
you know,
in
which
62.
God, it would have been nice to be in Hamburg at that time.
Yeah, when we were in Hamburg, it wasn't.
It was
a little weird.
a little boring.
Like sex clubs.
Yeah, well, it was a little boring. No,
It's very boring, Mom.
it wasn't. Hamburg was wild.
Yeah. Okay.
But we did digress.
As we do.
As we often do.
Your favorite line. That's
Okay,
what we're
my
gonna get into.
favorite line is it's just very simple. It's the way it's delivered. Provocatively. Love Me Do, but it's the way it's delivered. It's John. It's very suggestive, too, in a time where even the slightest things...
Which Love Me Do
We're,
are you referring to?
well, it comes into it, and he's just like, love me do, you know I love you,
Yeah.
blah, blah, please.
This one.
Love me do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really
Yeah.
gets into that, and it carries across. There's just something there that's different, and you can tell.
They've got it.
And everyone could tell.
Yeah.
And soon everyone would know.
That's another thing, too. This is like, comes out at a time, it's hard to imagine.
Yeah.
When nobody knows who the hell they are.
Right.
What's going on
You know,
here?
62,
What is this? That's cool to think about.
A couple
for
lads
me.
from Liverpool.
Yeah.
Then you know what happens next.
Yeah. The world was different. My favorite
I'll
part,
take that chomp.
if I may, is not necessarily line related, but it's just how it feels. It's the someone to love someone like you. Right before the gum. I love that part.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful, man. It's a great song,
Like I
great
said,
band.
It's something different.
And it's like the start of something, which is so
and
cool.
you can
feel it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and like some of the Beatles, here, Derek Taylor was their press agent their press agent. And his quote, and one of my favorite quotes of all time, the Beatles music is something that only the deaf will not hear and only the ignorant will not acknowledge. And that sums up the Beatles for you right there. In a nutshell.
Can I give a Beatles quote
Yes,
that's really
please.
touched me?
Please.
It's Kurt Vonnegut. Oh, when asked what the definition of art is, or what is art? And he said, art is something that makes you feel alive for just a little bit. And then they asked him if you can name anybody that's done that, and he just said the Beatles did that.
And there you go.
So there you go.
Long
live the Beatles.
And they're coming in at number 1 with Love Me Do on our list from 1962. All right, well, that was our list from the top songs of 1962. Let us know what you think.
Yep.
You know, put yours down in the description as well. We'll compare.
Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got, because I don't know.
You know, tell us what's right. Tell us what's wrong.
Actually, you know what? There's a lot
Tell
of
us
good
what we
songs
forgot,
this year.
you
So
know,
you may like some more, that aren't on our list.
know,
better, so.
All right, so the Beatles topped the list again. But honorable mentions, because there's some obviously we had to leave off that we love, but not there. So go ahead.
I fought for this. I want you to know I fought for this. Because we ourselves have a spirited debate too.
We do.
Green Onions, Booker T and the MGs. if you don't recognize it by title, there is no chance you've never heard this song.
Right.
It's instrumental, so I can't really give you any
Instrumental,
lyrics.
there's no lyrics.
Yeah.
You'll
You'll
know it.
It's iconic.
Really good organ.
Yeah. So that's my honorable mention.
You know. Okay, my honorable mention is going to be Gene Chandler with Duke of Earl.
Hey, now.
I just absolutely adore it where he breaks into, I'm going to love you. It's just so matter-of-factly and great. Yeah. So that's my honorable mention.
Great. We'll give you number 11 or number 12. You know,
Sure.
that ain't
Hey,
that ain't bad.
Ain't nothing to shake a stick at.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
All right. What the hell does that mean?
I don't
You
know.
ever know what that meant?
the-
Somebody always just say, nothing to shake a stick at. You're like, that doesn't, okay,
That's just-
whatever. All right, kids, that brings us to the end of another episode of The 10, and we hope you have enjoyed what you've seen. And if you have, please like, share, subscribe, ring the damn bell, and we are going to catch you on the flip side.